This is the Panasonic Lumix FZ2500. It is a bridge camera designed specifically for the video market with 4K recording up to 30 frames per second and 1080p up to 120 frames per second. The main competitor to this camera is the Sony RX10 Mark III. It is a similar form factor camera, maybe about a quarter of a pound heavier, but overall about the same size. Construction quality of the camera is pretty good. Like I said, it's about the same size as the RX10. Not quite as well built. The buttons are a little fiddly. They don't give it positive engagement. The focus wheel on the back, which is easily reachable by a thumb, is very positive in its engagement. The ISO white balance focus mode selector is readily accessible. Lots of function buttons that are programmable within the menu system. Upper right hand side we've got 2 scroll wheels and 1 shooting mode selector with the on-off selector attached to it. The function button on the top is programmable. The video record button is right behind the first scroll wheel and before the one that's accessible to your thumb. Movement of the shooting mode selector is pretty good. It's not locking, but it is certainly not something that's going to get brushed easily and changed in position. All the scroll wheels are relatively positive in their engagement. The record button and the function button and even the shutter button have a feeling that's similar to the ones on the back. It's not terribly positive, but gets the job done. Custom wheel, accessible to the thumb while shooting. And on the left-hand side, we've got single exposure, multiple exposure, 4K photo modes, scenery modes, and then 2 different length, 1 time lapse and 1 self timer. On the left side of the lens, we have a video specific group of buttons. 3 function modes for slow zoom, fast zoom, and then a variable ND filter. This is critical to video shooters. Flaps left hand side, we've got the HDMI and USB along with microphone and headphone. The flaps are fiddly. They don't come open easily. The Sony solution is significantly better where it's a spring closed door. These are good at keeping the elements out of the way, I think. Headphone jack, nice that it's in its own flap, so you don't have to have everything open, just have headphones plugged in. Microphone, same deal, very convenient location and under its own flap, so you can have only that door open when you're outside shooting. Right hand side, we've got the remote. This is LANC compatible remote. Should be a 3.5mm reach or 2.5mm connector. Underneath that, a key improvement over the FZ1000, which is an SD card slot that is not shared with the battery. Means you can change your SD card while it's on a tripod. And on the bottom, we've got the battery door, which is, I believe it uses the BLC12 battery, which is different from what's in the GH4. The tripod mount is in a different location from the SZ1000 in that it is significantly away from the battery door and in line with the lens. This is a key improvement. It means that you can have a tripod plate or a quick plate on the bottom and be able to change the battery. Lens hood is bayonet mount, simple 45-degree turn, relatively durable. Don't know how much abuse it'll hold up to. The lens, when fully extended, and it is fully extended at all times that the camera is on, is of reasonable length. When you zoom, however, you'll notice that the lens does not extend or retract, and that's because all of the zoom functionality of the lens is internal to the camera. This will help reduce dust infestation from air movement from the lens, from it zooming in and out. Menu system is pretty Lumix standard fare. You've got all the standard selections you would need for video and photo shooting. You've got a lot of video specific settings that you will definitely want to try out. Zebras are here, different levels of zebras, different color focus peaking, color bars. I mean, you've got pretty much everything you might need And one key feature, if you're familiar with the Lumix app, is it has Wi-Fi built in, so you can use the Lumix app, which is quite an improvement over some of the competitors as far as live view while recording video. Sony only offers that in some of their higher end cameras. You can't get it in like the A6000 generation and earlier. This is a touchscreen. It does take touch to focus. Now you notice I'm touching the screen, but it's not focusing until I half press the shutter button. And enjoyed my time with the Lumix FZ2500. This is going to become my primary video camera. I'll be using it pretty much for a lot of product photography and YouTube filming such as this. The build quality was excellent. The video features and really make it quite a competitor to some very high-end cameras.